Hi, I'm Maddie Casto. Thank you so much for calling me back for 26 Pebbles and for calling me back for Actor 1. I'll be doing 4 different monologues today. The first as Actor 1, then Jen, Joni, and Carla. Thank you so much for your time and consideration and for taking the time to watch this video. It's crazy to me that we're still on the map. 6 months later, and we're still on this national map. Everybody now knows where Newtown is. Communities like ours don't just form themselves. A true sense of community comes from strangers wanting to come together and know one another for the greater good of their neighborhood, which I think we need now more than anything. Don't you think, Eric, is it? Do you see how easy and painless that was? Now it's your turn. Turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor. Check out their name tag. And say hi. Hi. And now we have a community. Well, you know what? Of course I'm angry. I'm angry especially at his mother and his father and his brother, because obviously there's a lot more going on than just in terms of his upbringing and the lack of care he probably received as a child and all that. And I also blame her friends. Because did nobody see that this woman wasn't all together? Did nobody say anything? And what about her ex-husband? Did he not go to the house and see these guns? It's quaint. Exactly what you would expect from a beautiful, small New England town. And it's a really special time here. On the 13th, there was a meteor shower, and Sarah and I, one of my 2 daughters, we were standing outside, and we saw 7 shooting stars. Because it is so dark here and so clear here that you can see everything. And after we went inside and Sarah went to bed, I went outside and I made a wish that both of my daughters would always be happy and safe. My cell phone rang and I picked it up. I recognized it as the school. They have this like automated call thing when there's school closings or delays or when something happens. And it was our superintendent. And all she said was, all Newton public schools are in lockdown due to a shooting. Click. And that was it. I don't know if you believe in any of this stuff, but you seem like a pretty open-minded person. So, I heard from one of the kids that died. Jesse Lewis? I told a friend of mine, and he was like, you gotta talk to Scarlett. You gotta talk to Scarlett Lewis. And so I asked him to ask her if I could do a free healing on her, because I didn't want to be like, I just heard from your son, you know. And so we got closer, and I channeled her son for her. If I wasn't able to communicate with Jesse, you know what I mean. I think, I think I'd be a bit of a mess. I think the way I felt from Jesse's side was he's very strong, and he actually told. He and his mom both knew he wasn't going to live very long. And before he died, I can show inside. I'll show inside. He drew on his chalkboard 3 words: healing, nurturing, and love. He drew this on his chalkboard, and he's like 6 years old, you know, and when I connect with him, he's very strong, and he feels like a general, and he like saved 10 kids' lives. During the shooting, when the gun jammed, he was like, go, 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 the gun jammed. He's 6 years old. And he got these kids running, and they're all in shock, and if he hadn't said that, they'd just all be standing there, and there'd be 10 more bodies, and I think at this point he was already shot, and he's so strong, and he's so brave, and he's so amazing. And maybe I need that. You know, maybe I need that to keep the faith.